I said, ooh.
I said, ooh. I said, ooh.
There's an old curiosity shop. Every once in a while I go by there. Oh, the fond recollections that lie there in that old curiosity shop.
Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the front porch of the 1925 bungalow. I'm Scott. I am going to show you today most of the things that I purchased at that wonderful Philadelphia estate sale just last week. And then I have an actual special coffee cup offer, so I want you to stay tuned for that. But before we begin, today's cup of coffee is brought to you by
A cup of coffee, a sandwich, and you. A cozy corner, a table for two.
Well, it's brought to you by the Buffalo China Company. And let me have a quick, I have to do this. But that also lets me turn the saucer upside down and let you see the Buffalo China mark on the bottom. Now, I'm happy to tell you, you can own one of these. Let me explain. New Jersey is the diner capital of the USA. In fact, this is where most of the diner cars were actually made back in the 1950s and 60s. And we have more diners per capita than anywhere else in the country. So it's a very diner culture, yeah? Well, of course, over the years, as some of them close and some have recently closed in this area. Anyway, restaurant ware, common stuff that you would see in diners. It's thick, it's heavy, it can take the harsh dishwashers and a lot of banging around. Well, I was able to secure several pieces, which I sold last week in my mid-century modern sale. Yeah. Luckily, I was able to go back to the place where I purchased it and get quite a bit more. So there'll be more dish sets for sale coming up. I'll let you know about that. But right now, I've got 18 cups and saucers, and you can have one. $20 shipping included. That's right, for just a $20 bill, that's it. You will get a cup and a saucer on your front step. And that includes the packing, the shipping, the handling, and all of that stuff. They're clean. These were in storage, and so haven't been used for quite some time. And the condition is just wonderful. I think you can see I've spilled some of my tea down in there, but So that's it. You get one cup and you get one saucer. Now, the first 18 people. All right, how do you win for 20 bucks a wonderful mid-century cup and saucer? Well, in the description box below, you type the following sentence: a cup of coffee, a sandwich, and you, followed by number 1, if you're the first person, number 2, if you're the second person. In other words, you've got to go back and read through the comments, right? Let me tell you again, go into the comment section below, read through, see who got there before you, and you're looking for sentences that say, a cup of coffee, a sandwich, and you. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. You put yourself in there in wherever you fall, yeah? Once we hit 18, that's it, okay? Once we hit 18, that's it. And then if you find out that you are number 1 through 18, send your information to me. I won't be contacting you. I'm going to need you to just go ahead and see, oh, goody, I'm number 15, I get one. And then you'll just write, like we do on the live sales, to Old Curiosity Shop 99@gmail.com. Tell me what number you were. I'll go back into the comment section and double check just to make sure there's no funny business going on. And if Gloria Clapsaddle writes to me and says, I'm number 15, again, I'll go back into the comment section and look for a cup of coffee, a sandwich, and you, number 15, and I'll see that Gloria Clapsaddle was the person who entered the comment. And then you just make your $20, then I'll send you an invoice. Yeah, I have to send you the invoice, that's right. But don't forget, you won't hear from me. I need to hear from you first with your information so that I can send you an invoice. And the information, in case you're not familiar, is the PayPal, the email address associated with your PayPal account. Okay, you got to have that, PayPal. If you don't have PayPal, you can check out as a guest, but I need you to tell me that you don't have PayPal. So I will know that because I have to do something different. Then I need your full name and your mailing address. That's it. $20, and then I'll stick one in the mail for you. Now this has to be for my American friends only. It would be a little bit more I couldn't quite do the deal if I was shipping to Canada or to my friends overseas, but if you want a classic 1960s piece of restaurant ware, oh, and I'm keeping one for myself, of course, so we can have coffee together. And what did I get at the estate sale? Well, if you didn't get a chance to watch, I did post a video, I don't know, a couple days ago, might have been yesterday or the day before, of an estate sale in Philadelphia. Beautiful old 1907 house, and I'll show you what I purchased. Two of the lamps that I purchased are already listed, and they're already in the eBay store now. So this wonderful Art Deco lamp, and you've already seen these in the deco video, lamp video. These two lamps right here, well, this lamp right here is unsigned, don't know who the maker is, but it's a wonderful, fantastic, heavy chrome desk lamp. Get rid of this awful replacement socket, put an old chrome socket on there, do it upright. Yeah, this is not wired, so whoever wins this can do their own wiring. That's in the eBay store. This lamp also is in the eBay store, and it's going to need to be rewired as well. So this wonderful orb lamp here from the 30s has an old socket on it and everything. You might be able to reuse that, and it's damage free. This was in the basement of that house. You remember in the basement there were all those wonderful ceiling fixtures. I did get one, and I'm not ready to show it to you yet because I'm doing restoration work on it. This pair of unmarked but undoubtedly porcelain, these are listed in my eBay store as well. Again, that auction is going to only run a few more days. So 1930s bathroom light fixtures. Probably made by the Porcelain Company, as I've already said. You can tell by the quality. I got one of the hat boxes that was up in the bedroom. There were a lot of wigs and hat boxes and things. I did not buy any of the wigs, and I didn't buy any of the hats. I know that you wish I did, but this time around I didn't. So I just have one neat old 60s collectible hat box in really good shape. It says Canadians on it. Was that a store? I don't know. But I love the colors and the design on here. It's just a nice old hat box, and there's her, I guess that's her dry cleaning claim ticket inside. I don't know what kind of value these old hat boxes have, but someone from the 60s who decorates in that style would probably love to have that. So these things aren't for sale yet, just fresh back from the estate sale. When I can get myself in gear, I'll be listing these things either in the eBay store or in the next live sale, or a live sale coming up. From that fantastic old kitchen. Wow, that kitchen. A very nice glass bake casserole. And the nice thing about this is the old lid, and it's got the wonderful design on it, which is very similar to the Philby design by Anchor Hocking. So glass bake, this will go back to the 30s and the 40s. And it's a nice big Depression era casserole, again with the matching lid that has the same pattern on it. Baking dish, really. Yeah. So it's funny to think that these things are 90 years old now. Okay, we'll put that down. Oh. The hat box. I did get one of the accessories that belonged to the lady of the house from the 1960s, and I was modeling this. I'm not going to model it today. I was modeling it the other night after the live sale. You missed it. This was among the things in that nice old house, and I'm sure this is faux. And I was pretty certain that this was some type of a wrap that women, well, I guess I will model it for Pete's sake. The neighbors already want to know what's going on over here. That women would wear this, you know, off the shoulder. You get the idea. I'm not going to stand up. And a couple of the lovely subscribers and friends of the channel who watch sent me some pictures of, I might even stick one in right there, of a 1960s woman wearing this, but it's in excellent condition, and I think this is either silk or satin on the back. I guess it's satin, and boy, vintage clothing, vintage accessory, vintage 60s. I think someone would love that. That will be for sale. Once again, I shall tell you if they will be in live sales or if they'll be placed online. I have some bike riders passing by on the street. I didn't get my book out to look, but feeling very much like this is either a Cambridge or a Fostoria etch. So an elegant candy dish which stands on 3 feet. And a beautiful etch on top, which I can, oh, there's, what's that on the inside? That was my packing tape from something. And these little divided guys were actually candy dishes. Of course, you could use it on a vanity if you'd like, but that's what they were made as. And the condition on it is really pretty, or really excellent rather, without any damage at all. Oh, the piano stool, which I can't show to you because it's sitting right here, but I've got stuff on it. You did see that in the video, the claw and ball, the glass ball and claw, piano stool circa 1900 to 1920. I got that. We're gonna save her for the end. From down in the basement came, and I know this looks bent because it is bent and I need to fix it, a wonderful old pressed glass base to an oil lamp. This is probably older than the house. I would date this to be something from the 1890s. And the house was built in 1907, so it may be something that they brought with them. The house was built with electricity, but there were also gas fixtures in the house as well, which was not uncommon to have both gas and electric. But I love the mahogany column here in the center, and probably this base was gilded or polychromed, or I would guess we can see a little bit of the gilding up here remains, so it was probably gilded. And I'll let you see the top of it as well. So I just could picture somebody walking up and down the staircase, you know, with this oil lamp, going up to the bedrooms or whatnot. Rat-a-tat-tat. Look at that. Amethyst glass, as you can see. Ooh. And what a really neat design on this ashtray. So obviously the pipe can sit right here, can rest right here, but you've also a spot to rest 2 cigarettes as well. Look at that. Now there is a patent date on this, and it is June the 12th, 1923. June the 12th, 1923. And this is a piece of whose glass? Whose, H-O-U-Z-E, made in Pennsylvania. Wonderful old glass factory. And they just made an endless number of glass items. We think a lot of those, the lamps that are made out of that slag glass that has uranium in it. So really neat ashtray. Come here, girl. Look at her. Now I have to tell you, she was behind, you know, there was the little man sitting there with his little cash register kind of a thing, and the people are going all through the house. She was on the table behind him. And I figured all those things had already been claimed or sold, and quite some time went by, and I said, I guess the lady behind you has been sold. Oh no, she hasn't been sold. I said, ooh. So I bought her. And she's a Cambridge flower frog. She's 12.5 inches tall. And she's called the Draped Lady. So we can see here she's very modest. Now I've got a few little scuffs I need to get off of her. But she has no chips or cracks in her at all. That's the great thing, is that we have no damage. And so there she stands. I was talking to Patrick, the trusty huckster, who I'll be seeing in a couple of weeks. He collects these and is pretty knowledgeable about Cambridge flower frogs. This one I'm going to keep and see if I can get the float bowl by Cambridge to place her into. She would fit down in, and then I'll be able to actually use a real flower frog the way they were supposed to be used. So she's green and she's frosted, and yes, she does. She does what? She glows. What did I pay for all of this? Well, I paid a lot. She was $80, and we negotiated her down to $60, and then after bundling her with some other things, and I wasn't doing that to try to trick the person. I was going to pay $60. But he said, keep shopping, keep bringing stuff down. The more you bring down, the cheaper it gets. I said, well, all right, you only have to tell me that one time. So I kept bringing stuff down. I brought that piano stool down and this and that chandelier over there. And everything came down once I got out my little calculator. She ended up being about $30. What a deal. What a deal. And she would date, I don't know exactly when they made these, but late 20s into the 30s. 20s into 30s. Don't confuse your Draped Lady with September Morn or Bashful Charlotte. Okay, they're not the same thing. If I sound a little it's because everybody is mowing lawns at the moment, and the trees are still spitting out all of the things that they spit out in the springtime, and it's getting me a little, you know, in the nose. But that'll go away. I am waiting to see, I'll be checking the comments. Remember, a cup of coffee, a sandwich, and you, and then the number, wherever you are. You got to read those comments and see. If you see that you won $20, it's hard to say round trip. No, what am I trying to say? Shipping included. Then send me that information to oldcuriosityshop99@gmail.com, your PayPal email address. And if you want a cup and you win one and you don't have PayPal, make sure you let me know that you don't have a PayPal account. I'll send you an invoice, and then we'll get one of these on its way. And I'll tell you what, there's nothing like a good old-fashioned diner, Jersey diner coffee cup. Dunk an old-fashioned donut in there, and you'll love it. Okay, I will be back because tomorrow I'm going to give you a preview of the things I'll be selling with David Monday night on the Two Chaps live sale. And guess what? I'm coming on an hour early to do a pre-sale sale. That's right. I'll be live from the front parlor of the 1925 bungalow selling items Monday night at 8 o'clock. And then we'll shut my channel down and we'll run over to Texas and we'll join David on his channel, Uprising Texas, and we'll continue selling. David and I'll continue selling for another 2 hours, I think. So yeah, lots to be sold this coming Monday night. I hope you'll join me. Even if you don't buy anything, just come and have fun anyway. Okay, that's it. This is probably Saturday when you're watching this video, and if it is, have yourselves a lovely weekend. Okay, I'm Scott from the Old Curiosity Shop saying thanks for watching, and so long for now.